Nomination day announced. Big wins at the Ellis Thomas Downs.
Updates from Her Majesty's prisons and more calls for political debates. These and more stories when 284 News returns. When you need to stay connected with friends and families at home or abroad, the best choice for you is Freedom. CCT Freedom. With the lowest rates in the market, our Freedom plan gives you unlimited calls and texting. Plus, our Freedom One package includes 10 gigabits of super fast, unlimited LTE data and unlimited calls to the BVI, USA, USVI, Canada, Puerto Rico, and UK lines. Why pay for overages when you can enjoy CCT Freedom? Stop by at one of our stores today and speak with one of our representatives to find out more about our CCT Freedom packages.
Welcome everybody, it's Friday, February 1st, 2019. I'm Ron Grant.
And I'm Javon Wilson.
Topping our newscast today, on Sunday, January 27th, 2019, horse race enthusiasts gathered at the Ellis Thomas Downs in Seacows Bay for the pre-election horse race festivities. Moonlight Bandit captured a striking victory in the feature event and received the grand prize of $8,000. Wow. And of course, bragging rights for the top priority racing stables of Tortola, British Virgin Islands. The BVI rose overall winners of Sunday's 5 races against their neighboring U.S. Virgin Islands counterparts. Gus is Tough from St. Thomas took a victory in the first race, which was a face-off of Class D horses over 3 furlongs. St. Thomas placed first, second, and third in that matchup. The purse was $5,000. Other winners were Haley's Hair and Iris Smarty of St. Thomas and Sailor's Champion of Tortola. Though small in number, spectators seemed to enjoy the event, and most of all, they enjoyed the races. I'm glad to see that horse racing is back. I know the association has pledged to have a race every month, at least one, so that's something we can look forward to.
Absolutely, especially because it's a unifying sport, considering our ties between Tortola and the USVI. I even heard a lot of people came over on the boats to witness the races.
It's always a boatload.
So it's a good look. Moving right on. Her Majesty's prison is rolling out revisions to the prison's visiting procedures to ensure that all parties involved have a meaningful experience. Here to expand a bit is Mr. Walter, the Justice Coordinator at the prisons. Take a look.
All inmates are entitled to 1 visit per week unless otherwise approved by the Superintendent of Prisons. All visits will be by appointments only. All inmates are entitled to 20 minutes visiting time. All visitors are required to present a valid ID in order to enter the prison. Example, government-issued ID, photo ID, valid driver's license, student ID, or passport. Children under the age of 16 must be accompanied by an adult. Visits will not be comprised of more than 3 adults and children. Appointments must be made at least 24 hours prior to visit. Visitation hours will be 8:30 a.m. to 11:30 a.m. and 1:30 p.m. to 2:30 p.m. No visits will be accepted between the hours of 12 noon and 1:30 p.m. and after 2:30 p.m. Items for inmates, including clothing for court appearance, will only be accepted on the visit days during the visiting hours, unless prior approval has been given by the Superintendent of Prisons. There must always be mutual respect between staff, inmates, and visitors. All visitors must exit the visiting area promptly at the conclusion of their visit. All visitors will be required to submit themselves to be searched, and there must be strict adherence to the dress code. The dress code: visitors shall dress in attire that is not provocative or offensive to others. Clothing that should not be worn include but are not limited to the following: no halter tanks or tube tops. No clothing that displays inappropriate or obscene messages or pictures that may be offensive to others. No spandex, tight-knit or excessively tight-fitting clothing. No short pants, dress or skirt above the knee. No dress or skirt with high cut split in the back, front or side. No see-through or fishnet woven type clothing. And no visitor is allowed to have any electronic device beyond the prison main gate or checkpoint.
And more updates on Her Majesty's prison. On January 26, 2019, members of the Royal Virgin Islands Police Force, in conjunction with prison officers, were summoned to a routine sterilization which saw a combination of cellular phones, marijuana, and other contraband being found at the prison. To speak with us in studio is prison officer Mr. Mario Christopher. Take a look. Mr. Christopher, of recent we've seen Her Majesty's prisons, of course, making local headlines, implying that there was a raid done. But I'm also hearing there's some clarifications on that, and you're here to clear the air. So tell us, what's been up at Her Majesty's prison?
Well, recently, as early as Saturday, the 26th of January 2019, we did conduct what we call a sanitization exercise at Her Majesty's prison. Officers, staff, assisted by members of the Royal Virgin Islands Police Force, the BVI Fire and Rescue Service, as well as personnel from the Health Services Authority, were all involved in that sanitization exercise. The main purpose of that exercise was basically to ensure a safer, more secure working environment for staff, visitors, inmates, as well as officers at the prison. At no time were, as false reporting might indicate, police officers were on the main compound of the prison.
Right, so there was no raid.
No, there was no raid.
And it was a coordinated effort.
It was a coordinated effort, like I just said, between the prison staff, the fire department, the Royal Virgin Islands Police Force, as well as the Health Services Authority.
All right, let's talk about the truth of the matter. We heard that some illegal things were found. Tell us about that.
Well, a number of what we consider to be contraband was found. During the search, an excess of 19 cellular phones were found. An excess of 300 grams of what we call vegetable matter, more commonly known as cannabis, was also found. Knives were found, chargers, Wi-Fi devices were found. So all of these things are basically considered contraband and can be detrimental to staff, visitors, and inmates themselves.
That brings me to the question of whether when these things are found in the possession of whichever prisoner, are there any penalties or added penalties enacted?
In this instance, because it's our first sanitization exercise for the year, we offered the inmates what we call amnesty. Inmates were given an opportunity to turn over, whatever contraband they might have in their possession. However, moving forward from this moment, if inmates are in fact caught with contraband, there are substantial penalties that will be enforced.
Just ahead of the February 25th general elections, the National Democratic Party has increased the stakes on the campaign trail with the launch of an app. The app gives understanding of the 11-member team individually and as a group, along with the party's manifesto. The app also includes additional features such as NDP TV, NDP Music, and a photo gallery of the group's events. The app also made a compilation of what the governing party said it has achieved during the past 8 years in office. The NDP is the first group to launch an app of this magnitude that allows members of the electorate to stay connected digitally.
Very good, especially considering the fact that we
Always
live
on our phones.
Yes, we live in a technological era. Great way to bridge the gap. Up next, we've got nomination day announced and more calls for political debates. Stick around. We'll be right back with more 284 News.
Is business slow? Cash flow down? Hosting an upcoming event? We can help. Advertise with 284 Media and take your business or event to the next level by enhancing your present marketing and messaging strategies. Allow our team of experts to create a personalized ad that sets your business apart from all the rest. This could be your business or event. So, what are you waiting for? Contact our marketing team at 284media@cctbvi.com. Advertising with us works.
Welcome back to 284 News. With 23 days left to head to the polls, many wonder whether there is enough time to campaign without the politicians having to beguile the voting population. Politicians are well known to convince the population in two ways. There's the poetry, then there's the prose. The first sounds good, but the latter is very specific, practical, and in our situation, very timely and necessary. The people of this territory are demanding practicality. They want to know how conscious the contenders are of the pressing issues, what actions they intend to pursue, a timeline for that plan, and exactly how they intend to fund it. Again, time seems to be a constraint as over 40 candidates campaign and try to penetrate the voting population, some of whom are already overwhelmed, to be honest. In light of this, debates have been proposed as a time-effective, informative forum by political observers, the population at large, and even the politicians. Well, some of them. Team VIP stands in the affirmative to debate every district and even at large. Progressives United and PVIM have some reservations, and NDP is now proposing a leaders-only debate. Now, in relevance to District 3's debate, there is great uncertainty regarding willingness to participate. Mistress Arlene Smith-Thompson, under VIP's leadership, had this to say.
I was extremely disappointed by the cancellation of the debate between the three candidates of District 3. Nonetheless, I commend the young people of the Community Conversation Committee for spearheading this initiative. The forum was intended to bring the candidates vying for the House of Assembly for the 3rd District face to face to debate the many unique issues challenging the residents living in the district. I welcomed this opportunity with open arms, as it is always heartwarming to witness so many of our young people interested in the well-being of our territory. Debates are healthy as they strengthen our democracy and sharpens one's research skills. Debates also give an opportunity to hear from the many individuals we seek to represent, as together we will always achieve more.
Honorable Fraser of Progressives United is yet to decline or confirm, but when it comes to Aaron Parolon under the NDP's tickets, reports are conflicting. Some say he declined, others beg to differ. The last press release from the organizers, however, informed the candidates that they are willing to push back the date of the debate. However, only one candidate responded, stating it would not be possible due to an already packed schedule. Ultimately, what it really boils down to is you, the voting populace. Do you think the debates are necessary? And if so, how do you feel about the stance taken by your preferred candidates?
Well, you know, Jovan, I've sat down with literally 38 of the candidates that are seeking election. And though we're not getting the full response as we would like to on debate, I think these interviews, when persons look at them, they'll be getting a lot of answers to the questions that they really want to hear. So that's something to look forward to.
There you go. There you go. Be sure to tune into our page, of course, just for the record,
Indeed.
with my partner here, Ron Grant.
All right. Continuing on, the Office of Supervisor of Elections has declared that February 11, 2019 is a nomination day. In a recent interview with myself, Supervisor of Elections Ms. Juliet Penn outlined what is required by candidates on nomination day. Additionally, Ms. Penn explained if you are successful in the election, you get back your $1,000. If you are unsuccessful and you do not get 1/8 of the votes that were cast in the district, you would not get back your money. For the territorial at-large candidates, you must get 1/32 of total votes cast in order to get a refund of your $1,000. If not, it goes into the Treasury. In preparation for nomination day, candidates have been encouraged by the Supervisor of Elections to declare their interest. Specifically, this means that the election candidates are required to state whether they are associated with any government organization.
284 News would like to take this time to express our deepest sympathy to all the families that have lost loved ones in the past week, particularly the friends, family, and former students of longstanding educator Mr. Gordon Callender. You are in our thoughts and our prayers.
Up next, we've got regional and international news, as well as Ricky with the Weekend Vibe. Stick around, everybody. You're watching 284 News. We'll be right back.
Hello?
Wait, you had a lunch and you don't say you were sick? What happened to our wedding rehearsal?
No, babe. I'm actually watching the news right now. Take a listen.
Topping our newscast today, UFOs seen around Tortola Pier Park.
And District 3 residents outraged over no water supply. They simply cannot bathe. These and more stories when 284 News returns.
Alright, babe, just get some rest, take 2 Advil, and I'll see you later. Bye.
Okay, honey. I see you later. I love you.
It's clear to see that Coconut Lounge is a place to be, the coolest cocktail lounge in the British Virgin Islands. A lounge like no other, with welcoming, professional service and a breathtaking ambiance, not forgetting a diverse selection of wines, beers, and signature cocktails. Cozy, comfortable, contemporary. Coconut Lounge at Tortola Pier Park. Visit us today. Strong winds and torrential rain battered parts of Cuba, including the capital city of Havana, on Sunday night, leaving at least 4 dead and more than 190 injured. Amid the stormy weather, a powerful tornado ripped through parts of the city, causing significant damage. Sunday night's tornado is the strongest to strike Cuba in nearly 80 years. Early Monday morning, President Miguel Diaz-Canel posted photos and details of the damage to his Twitter after walking through the hardest hit areas. Our thoughts and prayers are with the people of Cuba at this time.
Definitely. And moving right on in international news, Empire star's life was threatened. The entire of Hollywood is rallying behind Empire star Jussie Smollett just after the actor was brutally attacked on Tuesday in Chicago in what police are investigating as a possible hate crime. Smollett, 36, was walking around 2 a.m., police said, when 2 people he didn't know started yelling racial and homophobic slurs at him. After being verbally accosted, the 2 men allegedly struck Smollett in the face with their hands and then proceeded to pour a chemical on him. Police said one attacker wrapped a rope around Smollett's neck before the 2 ran away. The FBI has stepped in because of a mailed threat that was sent to the star 8 days ago. Once the news of the attack broke, celebrities and politicians turned to social media to support Smollett and to condemn racist and homophobic attacks. And that's it for your regional and your international news. Up next, we've got Ricky bringing you your entertainment 411. Stick around, you're watching 284 News.
She be come around the mountain when she come. Howdy, y'all. Man, I had so much fun last time. I said, go! I gotta come back one more again and tell y'all what's happening. My name is Joe Bob Thorne, but you can call me BJB. Y'all know, man. Y'all know. I partied so hard last week. I partied so hard. All my ghosts ran away, y'all. I partied so hard, all my ghosts just ran away. But this week, I'm going to get them back, gosh darn it. I'm going to get all my ghosts back because I heard from the grapevine around the barn right there from a little Philly that they might be down Longbush. So I'm going to Longbush on Friday by the vote. You know the vote? That boy playing, that boy Keon, you know, his name on Facebook is Talk Man Key. That boy be playing, you know, the boy with the sound and the name is a number, but the numbers are letters. Yeah, you know, VIIIV. That's the sound that they be playing. They be playing in the vault on Friday. Now on Friday, you can also check out Majesty. Majesty be playing in Rincon Latino, right down there in Sick House Bay by the boys' gas station. Yeah, buddy. And they also got Curve. We gonna ride back up to the Curve on that same night with Hellfire and Matt Miller. Matt Miller and Hellfire gonna be in the Curve on Friday. That's this Friday. Now Saturday gonna be more fun than bobbing for apples at the carnival. I'm telling y'all, we sold it off slow now. You heard? We going to Altiers Cat Lift with 2 live promotions to pay some tribute to some of the fallen soldiers now. Now after that, we gonna ride back down to the vault now, y'all. Yeah! Now I don't know. Well, I really did not know that the vault is kind of split in one section. So in one section, you got the DJ Lefty. He gonna be playing with OMG in one section. And in the other section, you got DJ Fire Blaze and Hellfire International. Now, once again, if you want your stuff on the Weekend Vibe, send your flyers and stuff to advertise at 284media.com. That's how you do it, y'all. And just to tell y'all something, on Sundays, like all kind of Super Bowl parties, and I'm gonna be drinking all types of beers, man. Party with my Phillies and my boys. It's gonna be all good, man. It's gonna be a darn good time, gosh darn it. Yeah, I hope y'all enjoy yourself this weekend now. Yeehaw!
And that's it for your entertainment roundup and this week's news. Viewers, be sure to like us on Facebook at 284 Media, where we have a wealth of information for you. And of course, 284 BVI on Instagram as well as Twitter. I'm Javon Wilson.
And I'm Ron Grant. Be sure to join us again next week as we deliver honest and impartial news right here on 284 News. Happy Friday, everybody.
So you're saying I can ask this cat any question?
The cat is connected to the computer. You just type in the question, it will read his mind. There the answer comes.
man! I've been looking for this for weeks.